What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is EJG, and this is another episode of Let's Talk About It. All right, so today I'm excited, y'all, because today we are talking about the Colts. All right, now, if you know anything about the Colts, this core has been on the rise for years now and highly slept on, but now the people are awake. Okay, so today we are talking about their 2024 production entitled On Fields. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all of the things. It will mean the world to me. All right. Oh, and another thing before we get into the video, you could also find me on my Instagram. Is the same as my title on here, EvanJG Music, EvanJG_music, my bad. And then I'm also working on getting up a Facebook page, TikTok, and Twitter. That way you guys can find me and interact with me on a multitude of platforms outside of just YouTube. All right, so we're working on that, but for now you can also find me on IG. All right, now let's get into the Colts 2024 production entitled On Fields. Let's go.
Please welcome to the field from Dubuque, Iowa, the Colts.
From Dubuque, Iowa. Shout out to Dubuque, Iowa. I wonder what goes on up there. I've only been to Iowa once when I was on tour, but it's a pretty serene place, pretty nice. But I'm also curious about it though. Like, what do y'all do? What's there to do? Like, what's the nightlife like? You know. And this was also another legendary year for the Colts, because I want to say this is their second year being in the top 12. But you know, like I've said, you know, they've been putting out really good shows for like the past decade, and they've just been working their way up. So I'm glad they're getting the recognition that they deserve. I was also a good fan of their uniforms. Like, I feel like their uniform is a really good example of like a contemporary style uniform. Like, there is a mix of like traditional and modern elements, but it all comes together to create this nice sleek look that looks really cool. So like, with all the uniforms, you still have the black, you still have the white, you still have the reds, but they're all put in such a unique way. Let's get it. I love this opening soundscape. It's really cool.
On the box. Get set.
Yeah, front. Ooh. Let's go. Very strong opening. I love this melody. I can't remember the exact song it is, but they sound great. That was a cool vocal sample. Ooh, and right into the quads. One thing about the Colts, I've always been a fan of their battery, because they've always played really well and they always have a solid hook. And I really appreciate that opening. Like, I really appreciate y'all giving us just like a really strong melody to latch on to. I feel like oftentimes, you know, designers try to like give so many ideas within the opening, and it's just like it become cluttered to a sense. It's okay to give us just a melody, give us something that we can grasp onto and enjoy. We can play a couple of times, but, you know, get it in our heads. That was cool. That kind of like zipping electronic effect that went into that last impact. Into that chord. Ooh. Their front ensemble plays really well too. As an ensemble, they move really well too. Like, Strong visual techniques. Solid drill. I feel like this movement is a bit of an emotional roller coaster. And they definitely didn't restrict themselves to one tempo, which is really cool. That was a cool catch there. Some really good sounds. The drill is moving. I'm a fan of those flags too. The little zebra action going on. Yeah, front. Kind of bringing back that melody from the opening segment. Ooh, I hear you, drum set. Ooh, yes, sir. Great touch, bro. A really cool transition into this next segment. Wasn't too much, wasn't too little. Exactly what he needed to do to bring us to this moment right here, which is now a different mood. I like the color from these flags. That was a cool little like musical interjection there. Walking down that chromatic scale. Ooh, euphonium soloist. That's unique. Nice, man. He has a really great tone. That's cool. Horn line sounds great, y'all. They have a great tone, a great blend. Oh. Yeah. He nailed that. You know, sometimes, you know, trumpet screams can be a little iffy on pitch. We're not going to sit here and pretend they don't. So, good job for nailing that. Ooh. I told you their battery is about that life. They play and move really well. All these intricate rhythms, my bad, while the snares are making these different formations. Ooh, great toss and catch from the rifles up here in the front. I also love how the color guard uniforms are changing throughout the show. I feel like I just picked up on it the last section, but now like I'm confirmed it because now I'm seeing something else. It's cool. Yeah, snares. Their snares just have such a weighty sound. You can tell that they're using a lot of weight when they're playing and a lot of velocity. I love it. I love their quad tuning too. Whatever that is, rinse and repeat. Because it makes such a great blend between them and the snares. And how the snares are tuned. That's tough. Way to make an entrance. Just throwing 16 notes all over the place. That last chord was so dense. Yes, sir. Go off then. Now we have to give him his props because it's one thing to hit those notes, and it's another thing to sustain that high of a note for that long with no dips in the intensity or the tone. So props to him. And they did a great job of showcasing that, just doing these isolated hits, and just letting him ride all of that out. So cool stuff. And then right after that, they take a minute to calm the field down before moving into the next section. A tasteful Quan solo, ushering us into this next section. And now the guard uniforms have changed again, signifying this next movement. That was a cool way to reveal the ribbon flag. And I love that pop of green. Now I love the Colts because this is one of my favorite pieces of music ever. The First Circle by Pat Metheny. This trumpet on looks like a quartet. This trumpet quartet. Got kind of sticky towards the end, but a really good way to usher in that melody. Yeah, mellows. Oh my gosh. I love that their horror line plays with so much aggression and clarity. My bad, I forgot where I was going there. But yeah, they play with so much aggression, but it's also just so clear like what they're doing because they all like play with the same articulation, they're playing with the same style, and they're blending so well together. Like everything comes across the way it needs to come across. And that's one of the benefits, you know, learn how to play together, learn how to blend. Everyone matching style and articulation. It pays off. It pays off. Because it gives you that clarity. The pacing of this show is just so well done. Ooh. That's a really cool flag. Going down to 52, very smart. And then all the color from the props. Ooh. Sowing seeds of love. That's good. All this color in the bag, man. That's incredible. And those are big flags, too. Let's go. Ooh, great catch. Yeah, let's go, Colts. So, yeah, congrats to them. Like, an incredible show. So much color, so much vibrancy, so much emotion, and so many other incredible visual and musical moments. And they place where they place for a reason. Like, this is just great stuff. This is great stuff from a design point of view and from a performer point of view. Like, you can see that these guys are having a great time bringing this show to life, and they really work this thing to where it is really clean and it is very clear. and it's just very fun to watch and engage with. So let me know what you guys think about the Colts 2024 production entitled On Fields, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Let's Talk About It. We out.